All right. Make sure I got my microphone on this time. I do. Welcome to the MSC at Stillwater Bowl. We have Mike Wirz and Fred Schossow bowling in the championship match today. A little light 8-pin there for Fred to start the match. Let's see here. Let's run down a couple of things. So, our first match today was Dana Wright versus Steve Bone. Dana ended up winning that match 232 to 216. Dana then went on to face Fred, who is now in the championship here, and it came down to Fred needing to strike out to win by one. He won that match 206 to 205. He was the last to bowl to shoot. He needed to throw all three in the 10th to win by one. Then Fred bowled against Dave Langer. He won that match 235 to 221. Mike starting off with a strike against Fred's 8-pin. All right, so Fred Schossow. Mike is an 8-time champion for the MSC, and Fred is a 1-time champion of the MSC. Who looks a little in. Yeah, just kind of a flat wrap 7 or 10-pin. Mike using a gold IQ as his spare ball, which is awesome. So, strike spare for Mike, and 9 spare for Fred with a light 8. He said this is not his favorite pair because he had a 158 game here the last time. So, I doubt that he's going to have that again. Fred on the floor, lane 4. And a 7-pin. So 7-pin there for Fred. Puts him down by 1 early in the match. It was a pretty high-scoring day today. There was multiple people that were plus. Let me see here. I'm trying to get my paper. So 45 out of the 55 bowlers were plus. And I do understand, we have bonus pins and all that stuff, but it's very high scoring today. We had Mike shooting 300 the last game of qualifying to actually vault himself into first, and multiple other runs at 300. I mean, I think there were two or three 280 games. There was multiple front 7, front 8s. Fred on lane 3. Switching balls. That just goes high. All right. All you can do is you can leave it and then pick it up. Make sure you stay in this match. 3-6-10. We had 55 bowlers today here at Stillwater Bowl. Really appreciate Todd Schneiderhand and his staff. They did a great job running around making sure we were taken care of today. They always do a good job here. After, I believe it's about a year ago now, roughly, maybe more than that. A little more than a year ago that Todd took over the Stillwater Bowl. And he's invested in it and bought a 7-pin there for Mike. But he bought a new oiler after, like last year, we did have a little issues with the oil machine on one of the pairs. There was some goofy stuff with the cloth. It's all good though. Life went on. But he's since bought a new one. Shot was really nice today, as Mike picks up his 7-pin there. So, match is still close, 3 pins. Going into the fourth frame here. Both guys, technically, I believe, Storm staffers. So Mike is throwing the Sublime Focus, and I believe Fred is now switched to the RST Hyperdrive Pearl, as Mike leaves an R7 in there. This just might not be a great pair. That's just kind of the luck of the draw, though. I mean, they both get to this pair and are not striking as much as they did throughout the entire day. And I wonder who started here, who through what, reacted, almost. He was walking it out there like he wasn't sure. But, sometimes it all depends on who started on this pair, Did somebody throw urethane randomly? I don't know, like what, yeah. So Fred up on lane 4. Not throwing the hyperdrive. I can't tell what this ball is right now. And makes an adjustment. And it'll play a little bit of a fallback shot there to strike. Now has a little bit of an advantage on Mike after striking here in the fourth, with Mike going strike spare to Fred's spare strike. So strike here, put him up by 12. I'm terrible at math, but yeah. Good shot by Fred. Double up. Fred finds a double here. Wish I could tell what ball he was throwing. I can't really tell. What ball is that? What ball is that? Is it an IQ?
No, blackout.
Oh, it's a physics blackout. Okay. Alright. So Fred's throwing the physics blackout. Mike, flat 10 again. I didn't see it actually. I don't know if it was flat or wrap, so another 10 pin though. Plus giving Fred the now advantage. Alright, so Mike's gonna have to find some strikes here. Otherwise, Fred may start to find a way to run away with it a little bit here. Alright, Mikey up on lane 3, and he finds a strike here now. Alright, so Fred can't just let off the gas now. Gotta make sure he still throws a couple of strikes here to keep the foot on the pedal and the foot on the throat. As always, I just want to thank Tony Fitzgerald and Jessica Ash for helping out. I don't know if I say that. I know I don't say it every video. But there he goes, and he made the adjustment now. Three in a row for a nice little turkey, and he's trying to find his way into the driver's seat here. Alright, let's see if he can throw a little ham bone here. I'm sorry, I hate ham bone. Throw a little 4-bagger here. Little right.
Yeah.
And maybe a 4-pin. Yep, he was a little behind me, so a little high. Got a little more right than he wanted to, I think. Especially, if you'll watch him on lane 4 there, he's playing a real tight, kind of like fallback-ish line. At least on lane 3 here, it didn't appear that it got to that point. Alright, spares are big here. Alright, 4-pin successfully picked up both guys sparing and striking, and now it'll need to be Mike's turn here to get a double up on the board to put himself back in this match. As I say, he likes it. Mikey he starts to do a little bit of a walkout and to the right, gets his hand going like he's gonna give a little fist pump almost. That's when you can kind of tell he likes it. So it doubles up, puts him back in the match. 3 turkey. Well, pretty much all square it, I believe. Yeah, pretty much all square with Mike and 3 in a row here. See, he starts to walk back. Oh, he liked it. Wrap 10 So wrap 10, he liked it. You could tell how he was walking back, and now he's gonna have to pick that up and keep his head in the match. See what Fred does and see what Fred gives him. He's got to pick it up, which he does. All right, now it's Fred's turn. He can put a double up on the board. He's definitely going to put a lot of pressure back on Mike to find a way to strike out. All right, Fred. Oh, and he does. He's very good shot on lane 4. Since he's made that move, he's gone 3 in a row on that lane. Alright, this one's big. Strike in the 9th will put a lot of pressure on Mike to strike out and force Fred to do something in the 10th. I don't know what, because my math skills aren't that great right now. But if Fred strikes here, got 245 max score. Looks alright. A little light. Oh, 5 pin. Okay. He put it in that zone, and maybe 3 maybe that's where he's not playing as far in on 3. He knew it was going to kind of skate a little bit. So this makes it very interesting. Fred's going to pick up the 5. Put your hands down. You're going to be at 175 in the 8th. The spare in the 9th. So, if Mike strikes here, it'll be at 166 in the 8th. And it'll be a one pin match, actually, with to Mike's advantage, I believe. Yep, that's the lane he's been liking. So crush to 7. Alright, so Mike puts 3 in a row here. He does shut him out by 1. Three in a row, and Mike's a winner. And he just splits. So, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Alright, he gets 1. Oh my gosh. So, 192. And that's literally keep it on the lane and make sure count is okay. And Fred will win his 2nd career MSC title. Yeah. Yep. Alright, Fred. And he made an extremely good adjustment on the left lane. He went 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row after making that move in the 4th frame. And he's going to win. Fred. Yeah, well, he's gonna. Yeah, he's winning. Yeah, he won. See if he can strike out. Shoot a 225. Second career MSC title for Fred Schossow. Yeah, he made an incredible move on that lane. That set him up to be able to throw a couple good shots. He had the turkey in there that really just boosted him up there and put the pressure on Mike. Mike will walk home, or Fred will walk home today with $320 for first place. I want to thank Stillwater Bowl for coming out. Next month we are at Cedar Vale on November 23rd. And a 7 pins, as they call it, a Wayne frame, 224 for Fred Schossow. Congratulations to him on his win. And that should be all. I just got to make my way over to the record button to turn it off. Appreciate everybody watching these videos when they do. And have a wonderful, wonderful day.